Guys, welcome to my channel with Test Robot Automation. I'm Pranav. I'm a senior QA engineer working in UK. And today, thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. And I will definitely ensure you. I will give all my experience and knowledge to you guys based on the Playwright automation. So this series will be we will be learning on the Playwright automation. And it's not a blind automation. We're just going to follow the Playwright documentation. We will also try to do some CI/CD with Circus CI, and we will also use Netlify to deploy our reports. So whenever in the company, if you find something saying like, okay, I want to deploy my reports, and then you can just provide them a link like, okay, these are the report. You can have a look on this one, and so yeah, pretty much about me and this is pretty much about me what I do in my day-to-day job. So let's deep dive into the Playwright automation. So very first, before learning to the Playwright, I would just let you know like this series will be on a JavaScript and we will use VS Code as a code editor. And so yeah, that's it. So let's this is the Playwright official documentation page, playwright.dev, right? And you can see here different things. Say it is platform independent, so we can have Node.js, Python, Java, .NET, different languages for the Playwright. And this when you just it also has the community, which will give all the different updates, new things coming into the Playwright. So if you see live stream is there, feature videos are there, release notes are there, and they also have a Discord community, so you can go and follow them. And now let's deep dive into the documentation. So yeah, so we can quickly go and jump to the Playwright series now. So let's once when I click on how to install the Playwright. So we have two ways you can install the Playwright. Either you can do npm init hyphen y and create a proper empty packet.json file project and then install the Playwright. But Playwright has already given us very nice command line where you don't have to do 3 4 times of different things, saying npm init hyphen y, and then you have to install the Playwright, and then you have to invoke the Playwright, then you have to install the browsers of the Playwright. All these things were done before, step by step, but now Playwright has given us a nice command saying npm init Playwright, and I will show you how this command is working. So let's create a new project here. So we're just going to okay. Let's do one thing. Let's create the project with the command line. So that will be really helpful to you guys while dealing with the CI/CD. So wherever if I find something which is good to know with the command line, then I will definitely make sure that I will be using the command line for that particular scenario. Okay. So let's make first the new project directory. So I'm just going to type in the command mkdir make directory. Okay. And I'm just going to say playwright underscore version underscore 01, right? So this is the name of my project, and what I have to, once I've created the directory, I need to cd is to navigate to that particular directory, right? And once when I navigate to this directory, I can see there is a Playwright version 01. So now let's open our VS Code editor. This is the command to open the VS Code editor with a shortcut. So if you do code dot, then this we're gonna open the project into the VS Code editor. Okay. So guys, if you are not familiar with the VS Code, first you try to learn the VS Code, learn how to download the VS Code. You can easily type into the Google, say download the VS Code, and you will get different platform for the downloading. If you are using a Mac, you can use select Mac, and if you're using Windows, you can select Windows, Linux, depend what platform you are using, right? So let's go and turn up our new terminal. So this is our terminal. And what we're gonna do, if you can see here, there is nothing in our project, right? But now the magic will happen, and we're just going to do npm in it. Npm, what is npm? And I hope you guys should have npm installed in your in your machine. So basically, first you have to install the node in your machine. So let's open the node.js. Click here. You can install the recommended LTS version of the node, right? You don't have to go for the greatest current feature because they have some of the things which is not good for your machine. So you just have to install which is the LTS version, which is a long time support version. So you have to install this particular VS Code version, and it it will automatically download all the dependencies and other stuff to you guys. So I hope you know how to install the node. But if you want to just double check, you can say node hyphen v, and you can see here I have my node version which is 18.0, 18.17. If you are if you want, you can just go and search in the YouTube. Somebody will might be having a good nice video to how to download the node into the machine. Okay, we'll just do cls will clear our command line, and let's grab it from here. So let me just close this command line now, right? And what I'm just going to do now, I already have showcased you this documentation, which is install Playwright, and I'm just going to copy this particular command, okay, and place it here. You can see here now all the npm init hyphen y thing is done by the Playwright. So now you have to select what language you want. So Playwright is basically with TypeScript and JavaScript. We're just going to use the JavaScript for now, and we are having where we want to put our test folder. We want to put our test folder into the test folder. So that's why it is asking the name. So if you want to provide some other name, but it's better to do it now, because then you will also have to go and do some configuration with the config.js file. So let's just keep it in our test folder. Okay, and then we have, if you do you want to add the GitHub Actions flow, I will select it as false for now. And do you want to install your Playwright browser? To true, I will say yes, I want to install the Playwright. So if you can see initialize, so if you see check here, initialize npm project npm init hyphen y, right? This all hassle is taken by the Playwright. Then npm install hyphen save hyphen dev at let Playwright test. This hassle is also taken by the Playwright. Playwright also provides us one types module into, so say, which is very useful for to download. And you can see when you have this particular message, say happy hacking Playwright. If you see this particular message, that means you have your Playwright installed correctly. And you can see here, guys, already Playwright has given us nice folder structure. This is a test folder, which I told you, like we if you whether you want to keep your test files into the test folder or not. And this is a spec file. So all the tests we will design into the spec file, which is a example spec.js. And this is again the new folder, which is a test examples, which is already provided by the Playwright. Okay, so let's see some of the things which I would say. Let's try to run the test cases. So if I just do npx play right test, what this command will do, this command will open up this command will, you can see, you will be able to see how this command will be initializing all the test cases, but you won't be able to see the execution. We will see the execution later. Okay, so let's just do test. Okay, Look, you will be able to see like there is a they're running the six test cases using the four workers. So basically, there are it automatically initializes the four workers. So now it is running on the Chromium browser. Right. And then it will go and run all the test cases into all the browsers. So Chromium, Firefox, and WebKit. So Chromium browsers are really fast browsers, as well as Firefox is also good, and WebKit is something which is a more of the Safari browser. So you'll be able to see now it is running into the WebKit browser now. Okay, nearly the test is going to get finished now. And after this we will see how to open up the test into the headed mode. So now if I just do again type the command which is npx playwright test hyphen hyphen headed, right? Now you will see different browsers opening into my windows. So yeah, you can see here there are two Chromium browser opening here, right? Now you will be able to see the Firefox will be opening. Two Firefox browsers should open now. You can see here there are two Firefox browsers opening here. And here are the two, again two Safari browsers, right? We can say WebKit browser. Okay, and it also have a nice report already generated. If you guys are familiar with Selenium or any other testing framework, you need to add the reporting dependencies and all of the stuff. But all this hassle has been taken by the Playwright now. If you can see, if I just type in this command npx playwright, show me the report, show report, right? Not show me the words, show report. I just type in this particular command line, and you should see here how nicely they have generated the reports. Look, the Chromium browser, these two things are on Firefox browser and other things. So if you just have to want to see the Chromium browser, you start just typing Chromium. If you just want to see the WebKit browser, the reports, then you can do this. You can if you just want to do the Firefox browser, you can do this. Okay, so this is the way you can filter the report. You can select the failed report, past report, skip report, flaky report. We will be losing all these things later on in our project. We just going to, for now, we just going to uh, go for a higher level information about the playwright. So now I will have, if I just want to terminate the report, so I'm just going to terminate the report now. Okay. And I'm just going to close this one. My RAM is using a lot on this one. So let me just close this one, right? So now let's understand what we also, okay, let's see the proper reporting standards. So if I just again do npx playwright test hyphen hyphen. At this time, I'm not going to run in the headed mode. I will be running into the test mode. And if I say reporter equal to list, okay. Reporter hyphen hyphen list. Hold on. Mm, look, you just have to find it from here. Okay. Okay. So if I just do the command line in the command line, if I just type in like npx playwright test hyphen hyphen reporter equal to list, then you will see how the list reporter is generating. So you can see here, the reporter is now generating into the list. So whenever there's a test case failing, it will show you the cross mark, and whenever the test case is passing, it will show you the green mark. This is a very cool um, st- standard of generating code. So these things will be helpful in the Circle CI whenever you running with the CI/CD pipeline. All these things will be very really helpful to you guys. Now let's see the UI mode. So if I just say hyphen hyphen UI, this is going to generate us a UI mode where you can see the playwright the playwright is opening into the particular UI mode, right? So this is a particular UI mode, and all the test cases will be loaded over here. So you don't have to all the VS Code test cases will be loaded over here. And here you can select whether you want to keep it as a bright one UI mode. If you want to keep a dark UI mode, I like the dark UI mode. And you can also refresh whenever if the test doesn't comes up here, you can refresh this and the test should appear here. This is a particular output folder like a console in your VS Code. Say similar way, this is a output folder. We will see very soon. We will see these things. And here you can provide the particular browser. Look, this is a very much useful feature. You can provide a particular browser, say Fire. If you want to run on a Firefox, you can provide the Firefox browser over here instead of running in all the browser. And if you want to just run the past test cases and failed test cases and skip test cases, so this is something we're gonna be looking into the later point, right? So let me now run the test cases over here. Say example spec.js, and look, it is automatically running all the things. So all the fixtures and context and page, everything is designed by the playwright now. You don't have to intentionally call all those things. And yeah, look, you can find the first test has passed now, and it has a very nice timeline over here. You can see the timeline is generated over here, and very soon we will be checking the locator. Let's say I want to find the locator now. So I don't have to go and do the Playwright has also provided us a nice inspector which will locate all the locators. So if I just click on locator and click on this particular icon, this icon, right? And if I just click on this one, it will give me the locator, and I can use this locator into my Playwright test framework. So let's say if I want to use this particular locator, then I can use this locator. If I want to use, say, I want to click on community, then I can use this particular locator. So, and even you can see the source code. So whatever source code you're writing into your VS Code, you can see this source code is also coming over here, right? And if there is any uh, there is a console as well. If there is any error, it will showcase you the error over here. Look, these are the network logs, which also you can also automate the Playwright test cases with the help of API as well. With API, so both test cases are UI-based test cases and API test cases can be controlled by the Playwright with the help of all these network calls, right? And where is if there is an attachment, there then the attachment will also come over here. Let's say you want to upload a file or something, then those attachment will also come over here. And let's say now, if you can see here, this is the toggle output. This toggle output you can see. Look, right? And if I now refresh this and if I run it again, right? So the way we were looking into the particular VS Code, the same UI thing we are looking in here. So it is running on Firefox. The two cases test cases are only running with two workers, right? All these things are already provided by the Playwright. So guys, that's it for now, and we will be carrying on this video series to the next level. We want the Playwright to be with CI/CD, and we want a report generation with CI/CD, so we don't have to so all these reports which we generated over here. So if you see, if I just do here, type here, let me just okay, yeah, terminate the UI mode now. And if I just type in here, say show the report, so you can see these reports are inside my local directory. La, okay, for this I have to again rerun the test cases to see the report. So I'm just going to type in npx playwright test. Yeah, it will take some time for running these things because my somehow my network is also getting slower right now. Okay, so basically this is the way you have to run your playwright test cases. And if you just type in the command which is npx show the report, right, then you will see a nice report. And all the report, if you can see here, it is in our local machine, it's not on our server based machine, right? We want something which is the reports that need to be deployed automatically. So we will be looking into that particular part as well. That we will be achieving with the Circle CI and Netlify. So yeah, happy learning and happy automation, happy learning Playwright. So thank you guys. Thank you for joining this particular video series. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining this particular video series, and I hope you enjoyed this. And if you really like this, please subscribe and please toggle that by a particular bell icon so that you get a latest update on my video series. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Keep well safe in this particular hard time. I know money. There are lots of crises as well as uh, lots lots of different things. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for for joining this for this amazing video series on Playwright automation. Thank you.